Hello, everybody. Hope that you are doing well. This is Dr. Eskam. Today we continue with our series of zoological courses, and today we will talk about the zoological nomenclature. But before, let's know what the word nomenclature means. If I take this word, I can divide it in two parts. The first part is nom, which is a French word which means the name. The nomenclature, in the nomenclature, we are going to name all the taxa, and of course, to naming the taxa, we can do it without a set of rules, and that's why we are talking today about the zoological nomenclature. So let's define what is zoological nomenclature. In fact, the zoological nomenclature is a set of rules, and these rules will be used in order to name a taxon. As you know, if you have something to name, you can't name it like this. In zoology, there are some rules, and these rules were established by a specific organization called International Commission of Zoological Nomenclature. This organization have presented a set of rules, and today we will talk about all this. Sorry for my voice, je suis désolée pour ma voix, donc je suis un petit peu malade, mais j'espère que ça vous gêne pas trop que j'ai une telle voix. Donc, comme je disais, la nomenclature zoologique va nous permettre de nommer nos taxons selon, bien sûr, des lois qui ont été établies par une commission spécifique qu'on appelle l'International Commission of Zoological Nomenclature. So, let's talk about these rules. In fact, there are many rules. Okay, but for my part, I have chosen the essential rules, and of course, if you want to learn more about the rules, you can make your own research and discover all the rules. Okay, so let's begin by the first one, which is the language. Of course, when we give a name, we must respect a language, and in zoology the language used is Latin. So all the names, all the scientific names must be in Latin. This is the first rule. Ok. Donc, le langage utilisé en zoologie, c'est le latin, c'est obligatoire, according to l'ICZN rules. The second rule is that each species must be designed by what we call binomial. Okay, so this binomial, this is a combination that must be given to all the living beings. Okay, and this binomial is composed from four important elements. OK? Donc, chaque être vivant doit avoir un binôme, en français, binomial in English, et ce binôme-là, il est composé de 4 éléments. So, let's see this binôme, this binomial composition. So, as I said before, it is composed from four important elements. Let's start by the first one. The first one is the genus. So, for the living being, we must place the genus in the first position. And the position is important. So we have to put it in this position, which is the first position. And after the genus, we have to put the species. So the species, we must put the species after the genus. okay, in the second position. Number three, in the third position, we must put the name of the author who describe the taxon. So, as you know, when scientists will make his research and discover taxon. After that, he must describe it, or another scientist will describe it. So, in the binomial, we must put the name of the author that describe, or who describe, who describe the taxon. Okay, in the third position, and the final position, which is the fourth position, we must put the year of the description of the taxon. After all these informations, the last information must be the year of description of the taxon. Okay, so don't worry, we will take some examples and you will see that it is very easy. Okay, so according to this inscription, we have a number of rules or of notes to respect. The first one is concerning the genius. So the genius, which is in the first position, which must be in the first position, must have its first letter in capital letter. The first letter must be capitalized. I mean, la lettre, elle doit être en majuscule. Okay, this is for the genius, which is in the first position. The second note concerns the spaces, which is in the second position, and the first letter of the species must be written in lowercase. So the first letter of the spaces must be in lowercase en minuscule. Okay, so for the genius, the first letter must be in capital letter, and for the spaces, the first letter must be in lowercase. Okay. Note number three, the genius and the species must be written in italic style. So the italic style is a style that you can find in Word when you work with a laptop or but so you must put it in italic system. But if you use your hand, if it is handwritten, so you must underline genius and the species separately. So you must underline the genius and then underline the species. Okay. And finally, you have to know that the comma must be placed between the author name and the year of the description. Remember that in the third position we put the author's name, and in the fourth position we put the year. So between the author's name and the year, we must put a comma, une virgule qu'on doit mettre entre le nom de l'auteur et l'année de description. Okay, so let's take some examples to make you understand. So the first example is concerning the human species, which is Homo sapiens. So let's see the composition, the binomial composition of the human binomial composition. So in the first position, we put the genus. Okay, and as you can see, the genus and the species are written in italic style, and the first letter of the genus is capitalized. Okay. In the second position, we put the spaces. Okay, and here you can see that the species is written in italic style, and the first letter is in lowercase. In the third position, we put the name of the author, which is Linnaeus, which is Linnaeus, and in Latin it is Linnaeus, and Linnaeus has described the taxon. So we put his name here in the third position, and finally we put the year of the description of the taxon, which is 1758, and this is the year of the description of Homo sapiens. Okay, and you can also see that we have put a comma between Linnaeus and the year. Okay, let's move to another example, which is from bacteria kingdom, Escherichia coli. So, in the polynomial, we put in the first position the genus with the first letter capitalized, coli, which is the species, and the first letter is in lowercase, Escherichia, which is the author that describe this organism, the year of the description, and between the author and the year, a comma. Another example, the cat, the domestic cat, Felis catus, Linnaeus 1758. So, the first position, genus, look at the first letter. The species, look at the first letter. But the genus and the species are written in italic style. After that, Linnaeus, which is the author, and the year of the description. And the comma, don't forget the comma. So this is the binomial of the domestic cat. Here you have mice. Okay, so mice is mice scientific name is Mus musculus. So mus is the genus. Okay, first letter we are okay. Musculus, first letter we are okay in lowercase. Linnaeus, which is the author, and the year of the description, and don't forget the comma. And finally, you have another kingdom, which is plant kingdom, and here you have a plant called Pulsatilla vulgaris, and Pulsatilla is the genus with the first letter capitalized. Vulgaris, which is the species, and the first letter is in lowercase. Mill, which is the author, and the year is 1754, and between the author and the year you put a comma. So you can make your own research, and in order to choose other examples, and you can do it and send it to me in Telegram, and I can correct for you. So that is concerning this all the informations concerning the binomial, and let's move to some technical terms used in zoological nomenclature. So you have to know that these technical terms are as codes used by all the zoologists. So I defined it for you in order to know them, and let's say that all the zoologists must know what these technical terms mean. So the first one is junior synonym. So junior synonym is a name that describes a taxon, but this taxon is previously published under another name. when the scientist will do his research, if he discovered that his taxon has another name and another published name, so he can use the second name, but he must put this term junior synonym, which means that this is not his first name, but this is his second name. After that, you have nomen nidum. Nomen nidum is Latin words, are Latin words. So nidum mean naked name, and no nu اسم مجرد. Okay, so this term is used for a name that has already appeared in the press, but he hasn't been validated officially by the ICZN, the International Commission of Zoological Nomenclature hasn't yet validated the name, but the scientist can use this name, can publish this name in the press, but he has to add this term after the name. Let's take an example. Just an example. If you use Homo sapiens, but if Homo sapiens isn't validated by l'ICZN, so you must put after Homo sapiens, you must put this term nomen nidum, and each zoologist will understand that it isn't validated by ICZN. Okay, number 3, nomen oblitum. So nomen oblitum is a name that it is a name that hasn't it is a name that hasn't been used by the scientific community more than 50 years. Let's say that this taxon was discovered 50 years ago, and they give a name to this taxon, okay, and then this name then they never used this name, okay. So after 50 years, if another scientist discover this name, he must put after the name, he must put this term nomen oblitum, which means forgotten, and non oublié, okay? And then the zoologist will understand that this name hasn't been used more than 50 years after the initial proposal. Okay, number 4. So number 4, the name of concern. So this name concerns a name that has been published for a taxon, for another taxon before. So if you have two scientists who work in two countries, two different countries, and one of them will discover that his taxon name is used for another taxon. So here he can't keep this name, and he must change the name of the taxon. Okay, and finally, nomen dubium. So nomen dubium is a name that we can use for fossil. Okay, so this name is used for fossils. So when we discover a fossil, we can give name, but we have to add this term nomen dubium, which is Latin word, which means doubtful, and when we put this term, so the zoologist will understand that it is a fossil. Okay, so I hope that you understood me, and this is such an introduction to zoology. So as I said before, you have 4 courses for the introduction for zoology. So today you have to understand that we have some rules to respect, to give a name to the taxon, and some technical terms to use in zoology. And let's meet for the next video with the next course. So don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share this video. Honestly, you don't like, you don't share, but even if you don't do it, I give to you these courses in order to make you understand. So I hope that you will do this small effort to like and to share in order to share these informations for at least for all the students of second year biology in the university. Okay, let's keep in touch with in Telegram. So if you need anything, you can contact me on my Telegram, or you can also let commentary, and I will try to answer your commentary. Thank you for your attention, and see you for the next video.